Hello, my name is Gavin. I will be reading my speech titled The Cherry Farmer, or presenting it. Alrighty. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to take you on a journey that begins with one simple question to a cherry farmer. And that was, if it takes a cherry tree 7 years to grow, why be a cherry farmer? It seems like a waste of time. And that cherry farmer's response, ever since he said it, has resonated with me, and I've lived vicariously through his words throughout my entire life ever since. And what he said was, it's about the journey. The destination is only the cherry on top. It made sense for a cherry farmer. I gave him that. But before we explain, kind of go deeper into that metaphor, start kind of from the beginning, talk about my personality at its core. I've really been known to have two sides to my personality, one being very outgoing, joyful. People say I'm full of sunshine and rainbows, but, I'm just a smiley guy, what can I say? The other half being a very, not even-tempered, let me say, very angry, stressed, filled. People say I'm very uptight in some occasions. But yeah, I'm kind of a yin and yang set for my personality-wise. But today we're going to be focusing on the outgoing and positive side of my whole personality. I wouldn't say I just have the two halves, though. Let me preface that. I'm a very fleshed-out human being. But yes, my optimism, I've come to realize recently, actually, stems from my ability to understand others. And I pride myself on being empathetic and sympathetic with others and their issues. I think it helps to be able to comprehend others' ideas and problems, to better understand what they're going through, and that also helps you build a connection with others, stuff of that nature. I wouldn't have the friends I have today without trying to resonate with them and trying to make them feel included. And I guess it goes with the example of, if you want to make a friend, be a listener, try to attend to their interests. You don't want to talk about yourself. That's just self-centered, and no one wants to come off cocky. So that's basically what I'm trying to say in terms of having that ability to be empathetic and sympathetic with others, and just staying optimistic, especially in stressful situations. Often down just gets rid. Let me start that from the beginning. Staying optimistic, especially in stressful situations, often comes down to maintaining an attitude of curiosity, like a child eager to learn about the world. A childlike optimism encourages creativity and fosters stronger bonds with others. When I say having a childlike, or maintaining a childlike eagerness to learn and discover new things, is extremely valuable. I can give an example of the first job I ever had. I was, I didn't really have a job in mind. I didn't have a area of the workforce I wanted to join, though I was curious about waitering. I did have a personality that I thought would fit with the job, and I said, let's go for it. And it seems to turn out. I still work at the place, been at the place for 3 years now. I've been successful. And I think that goes down to just having that eagerness to learn new things and better yourself, just in an even mature way than just saying, oh, I have a childlike optimism, I run around, with my head chopped off. No, you have a maturity to, better yourself and have that curiosity to help motivate you. Now, I'm not a fan of dwelling on negative portions of events, and I don't like bringing up hypothetical situations that have negative connotations. And this is because it's important to have a sense of ignorance. Now, I'm not saying don't act dumb to consequences and dangers. I'm saying don't stress yourself out on things that are out of your control. Don't have things that have a very low chance of ever happening, don't let those stop you from trying new things. Don't let those things stop you from reaching goals that you have set for yourself. And I feel like once you have that sense of eagerness alongside a sense of ignorance and that sense of wanting to learn new things, you'll be better in your relationships. And I've even seen in myself that once I kind of almost play dumb to others' interests, it gives them a joy to explain those interests to me, and it builds a stronger connection. Now, these qualities are just personal quirks, and they tie back to the metaphor of the journey. As I explain new projects, competitions, I realize I cherish the ability to look at the journey itself when I accomplish things as a learning curve or something to take away from. And this has led me to accept the differences of others and embrace my differences I have with others. It's taught myself to love who I am and others for who they are. I think if you have an understanding of acceptance and an ignorance with a motivation to learn, you will avoid the initial judgment that so many people have when they meet new people just from looks or how they talk or how they dress or etc., etc. Having that ability to draw the line and just see a person as they are, it joins into the journey of it. You're not seeking out anything, you're just appreciating what is. And yes, there's a door that leads to something that's even more spectacular if you have that mindset. Not that you need to place a good thing in mind to work towards, and a great goal is always important. It's always good to have goals, but just having the idea that there's something beyond the horizon it could be so much more help than just having a mindset of, oh, I'm locked in a place and I can't move up or I can't express myself. In essence, as a whole, life is about the journey and the experiences and the lessons along the way. So as I continue on this journey, that is my life, I carry with me an optimism of a child, and the curiosity of an explorer, and the wisdom I appreciate that I get every step of the way. So when I have, others give me advice, anything I take from others, I cherish and I work on it and I refine it to become a better person for myself so I can be there for others. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. And once again, that metaphor, a cherry farmer, if a cherry tree takes 7 years to grow, why would you grow cherry trees? And you know what? The cherry is on top in the end, But guess what? When you learn from the growing process, you can move on to the next chapter with new information. Alrighty, thank you for listening.